Wait, don't go anywhere. Somebody asked a question and I get to answer it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Wait,
don't go nowhere.
Anywhere.
All right? Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? All right, let's get down to it. Right, so I am the real Elisa Applewhite, and this is 15-minute live Q&A with your CEO 3 times. I am your CEO 3 times. All right, so let's get down to it. Let's get the banner up here. And people ask me this question, and I'm gonna go live over here while I am putting on my timer over here, y'all, because I ain't put it on. All right. So why do I go live Monday through Friday? Y'all, it's simple. People keep asking me questions, DMing me, email me, texting me, asking me questions about business, healthcare staffing, and about relationships, friendships and everything. And what I'm saying to you is, if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. So Monday through Friday, we literally go live where we answer your question, to pretty much tell you what's going on. So I normally give you 3 things on what I think will answer your question, right? Let's see, 1 second. Sorry about that. So I give you 3 things on what I think that will answer your question, right? So please keep sending your question. We are adding questions, and it's gonna be sprinkled through. It's gonna be sprinkled through based on what the people have asked us in the course. I'm talking about they asked us so many questions. Oh my God. And it's just, I'm so glad they asked, because when they ask, we can give them some type of resource, but we're going to be adding those questions literally to the lives. So you could catch us here Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Guess what? Saturdays and Sundays, y'all, we got a recording for y'all. So Saturdays and Sundays at 12 p.m. on all social media platforms, even Instagram now, we looking professional, right? You can catch us on IG. You can catch us on YouTube. You catch us on Twitter. You catch us everywhere answering your questions. So don't stop sending your questions, okay? Keep bringing in your questions, all right? The next question I get is, why do they call you CEO 3 times? Y'all, used to be a simple answer. Hey, I got 3 companies. This is why they call me that, but it's not that simple anymore. They call me CEO 3 times, y'all, because everybody's a CEO 3 times in their life, literally, right? You are bossing yourself, right? So you're CEO in yourself. You're a CEO in your community and your family. And not only that, but you're a CEO in your job or your business. So everybody is a boss at least 3 times in their life. So keep CEO and don't stop. Everybody does it. All right. So me and my husband does have 3 companies. And the first company is called Top of the Line Healthcare Staffing, where we staff medical professionals in hospitals, doctors' offices, and nursing homes. The next one is TLHS Heart to Go Inc. This is our nonprofit. This is the baby that helps us take care of our medical professionals. And then we have the consulting company, the real Elisa Applewhite Consulting, where we literally teach everyday people like you how to build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch. We also help medical professionals to be the best medical professional they could potentially be. We partner with hospitals and nursing homes to literally show them how to retain their staff, plus change the culture. We literally go into schools where we teach teenagers how to build a business, and what else we do? Credit. Show them about credit. All right. And then we have a book We have a podcast. This consulting company is huge. Okay. So it just keeps growing. We have this big thing coming up next year. I'm just so excited about it. It makes me nervous. Look at me. It makes me nervous to even think about it, y'all. And that one, I'm getting trademark like right out the gate before I ever mention it, because it's so huge of an idea of a business that is trademarked straight out the gate. All right. So those are our 3 companies. Let's get to the questions because I want to make sure I'm answering your questions. All right. So, question for today is 110. Y'all see that? I've been going live for 110 days. Girl is consistent. All right. So, what payroll company should I use for a healthcare staffing agency? All right. We got 11 minutes on the clock. I want to make sure I answer your question, and I will be done on time, regardless of what. If I got to cut it, I'm cutting it. What payroll company should I use for a healthcare staffing agency? This is a really good question. There are several payroll companies that you can utilize for your healthcare staffing agency, but these are the 3 that I actually physically use in my healthcare staffing agency. I said 3. I did switch several times because I wanted to get the right fit for me. So here we go. ADP. So ADP is the biggest payroll company in the world, I believe. I honestly believe they're the biggest payroll company in the world. And the reason why I believe they're the biggest payroll company in the world is because they literally integrate with all systems, right? And that's what you want to look at when you are looking at a payroll system. You're looking at a payroll system that integrates with other systems. Big words, Lisa. Stop using it for the people who don't understand what integrate is. Integrate literally means you want a system that says, hey, Elisa, if you need invoicing, you can connect me to this system and we will connect and work together. Okay. That's all integrate means. That one system that you're using is it can communicate and talk to the other system with working. Right. So prime example, and I don't know if this is a good example or not, but if you are English speaking, if you are a Spanish speaking person and somebody comes to start to speak to you in English, right? Like, you're not going to understand what they're saying, and the English person's not going to understand what you're saying because y'all speak in 2 different languages. But guess what? Now you have an interpreter in the middle, so that English person can say what they want to the interpreter. The interpreter now explains it to the Spanish person. The Spanish person says what they want to the interpreter. The interpreter now explains it to the English person. That's the same thing. ADP is a great integrator of systems. It communicates with so many different systems that you need for your staffing agency, like your scheduling platform, drug scans, workers' compensation, professional liability. Like, they offer all this stuff, health benefits. I already said scheduling, invoicing, right? Which is very, very important depending on how you do your invoicing, right? ADP is one of the few companies that actually integrates with QuickBooks. So everything can just slide over, right? So you want systems that will literally slide over, and ADP is what I recommend everybody to do. Now, if you want the ADP hookup, we do have the ADP hookup where we can give you her information. Just let her know I referred you. Just let her know I referred you. If you want the ADP hookup, comment ADP in this video. Wherever you see this video at, comment ADP and we'll get you the information to get the information over to you so you can have an ADP hookup. ADP does not only work for healthcare staffing. They literally work for everybody in the world. This is a huge, huge, huge payroll company. Some people don't like them, but I love them. So it depends. They also have multiple payroll systems you can buy, and people don't think, they just think ADP got one system. They have so many different payroll systems based on where you are financially in your business to help you grow. And that's the thing with ADP. You can start off with the cheapest plan they got and grow to enterprise size or however, right? And that's what you want. You want a company that you can grow with. Now, a lot of people don't know about this second one that I'm going to mention, but I'm going to mention it because I utilize them and they are awesome. So what payroll company should I use for a healthcare staffing agency? Heartland. Okay. So you can literally look it up, Heartland Payroll. Heartland is a little bit a manual payroll process. It's a lot of manual steps that you have to do, and they don't integrate with too many systems, right? So like your scheduling system won't integrate with it, depending on whatever scheduling system you use. Everybody who goes through me know that I always recommend TeamBridge as a scheduling system, but TeamBridge does not integrate with Heartland. So if you have Heartland, It literally is a system that is cheaper than ADP that you can utilize when you're first starting off. And you can grow with them. It is a small business company. So it was a small business owner who started it. And they operate with the big dogs, but it just depends on how big you want to get, right? The great thing about Heartland is they can do ACH payments where they take those payments from you automatically, or you can do wires with them. Another great thing about Heartland, which I absolutely love, and is one of the things that sold me to it, if you have a nonprofit, because you have a nonprofit and you do your payroll, Heartland gives you a discount on your payroll. And that percentage that you save, that discount percentage that you save, they now at the end of the year writes it off to go to your nonprofit. Now that was a big thing for me, because I'm like, yo, if we doing $3 million of payroll a year, $4 million of payroll, if they give me 2% of that or 1% of that to donate to my nonprofit, that's just a good back pay, right? So that's one of the things that I absolutely love about Heartland is they have that connection, and it's really like a personal feel. So you normally get somebody on a call. You can always get somebody on an email. Like the lady I had, Miss Mary Boyle, she's amazing. You can always get her on email. You can always get somebody on the phone. Now, do they always know about your business? No, I think they're all trained differently. But if you're starting out, definitely I will recommend Heartland to people. It's cheaper for you. Another thing that Heartland does, and I think this perk needs to be expressed to a higher level, Heartland literally gives you credit for, they do your credits for your WOTC credits, which is your work opportunity credits, work opportunity tax credits. So they actually do the paperwork for you, and they charge you a flat fee of how much you get back. So if they file the paperwork for you, they turn it in on time, they charge that flat fee to you, and you pay that flat fee. Other payroll companies will charge you a percentage of what you get back. And anybody who knows about that WOTC credit, you can get anywhere from $2,000 to $9,000 back per person as a credit when you hire those people. So you talking about a percentage compared to a flat rate? Give me a flat rate every day of the week. Give me a flat rate every day of the week. Okay. So that's one of the things, another perk that had drew me to Heartland. All right, we got 4 minutes on the clock. Let's go to the next one. What payroll company should I use for a healthcare staffing agency? Number 3. Now, I don't know why they made it to the list. They made it to the list because I utilized them, but they are super, super expensive. They just lost a really, really big client. Huge. I'm talking about huge. I'm talking about a billionaire client. They literally, I was talking to them, it's like, yeah, we switching because they have the thing with Paycom. Paycom is amazing. Like whoever sat down and created it, they was really thinking about the person who has to do their payroll, the person who has to do their taxes. They were thinking about all the services that a person has to pay for or has to utilize in their business. Amazing system. Love Paycom. Used Paycom for years. But when you turn around, literally every time you turn around, there's an additional fee. There was additional fee. Like Heartland doesn't charge for Heartland or ADP. They don't charge for garnishments. So if you have like a tax garnishment or a child support garnishment, they won't charge you that cost to send off that garnishment to that particular agency or company, right? Paycom has a fee. They have a fee that they charge you for every person they have to send that payment to or take that payment and direct it to this new agency. They have a fee, right? When it comes to the WOTC credits, right? Paycom has a heavy percentage fee of how much they take out if they do the paperwork for your WOTC credits, right? The percentage is crazy. And it's just like, man, I might as well just lose the money altogether. Some people say, Lisa, 0 is better than nothing. I get what you're saying. But if you're taking out 30 to 40% of what I get back, then that's pretty much highway robbery. I'm hiring them, right? I'm finding talent, I'm doing all that, but yet you get a percentage just for filing some paperwork. It's crazy. At some point, crazy is crazy. Okay. So Paycom, we utilize their scheduling system. Paycom did not integrate with anything. And every time I asked their team, hey, why Why does Paycom not integrate? They said they try to keep it as secure as possible, because the more that it integrates, the more at risk it is for people losing their information or getting their information stolen. So they try to keep it as close as possible, but that gives additional work for the person who has Paycom. So my accountant absolutely hated it. My scheduling system, my schedulers hated it. It was just like, man, but I liked it because of the hiring process. It literally gives you, this is what you do step 1, this is what you do step 2, this is what you do step 3. If you have somebody with this is what you do, right? And then another thing that Paycom had that drove me up the wall was the additional fees for every state that you go into. So as a healthcare staffing agency, literally, we got 1 minute left, you can go into different states and work. And every time you got to do an application for their unemployment insurance or anything for the labor board, Paycom will literally charge you a fee. So the thing with Paycom, they're an amazing company, but somebody needs to sit them down and say, look, if you want your customers for a long time, a long service, you cannot nickel and dime them for everything, right? And that's one of the reasons why we left Paycom after being with them for almost 2 years. Right, we left them and we loved it. We loved our representatives, we loved everybody, but it was just the nickel and dimes of everything. I'm just like, this is crazy. It was hurting. And I think my accountant, she went over, and I'm gonna try to keep this over. She went over my numbers with Paycom, and she told me I was paying about $6,000 to $7,000 a month just in processing my payroll. And that is not where you want to be, no matter how big your business is, right? Always try to decrease the cost of the things that you're doing. So we went with a cheaper option. All right. So what payroll company should I use for healthcare staffing agency? ADP. Number 2, Heartland. Number 3 is Paycom. All right, y'all. So I got 18 seconds. Right? So follow me on all social media platforms, The Real Elisa Applewhite. Go to YouTube right now. Subscribe to The Real Elisa Applewhite. Make sure we are offering a course in February, I believe, but we're doing a challenge in January. So be prepared for the challenge, y'all. So be prepared for the challenge that we're doing in January. And I'm trying not to go over 2 minutes. Y'all, listen, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. So we're going to talk about this challenge tomorrow. But what I want you to definitely do, if y'all do nothing else, I love you. I absolutely love you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you decided to be with me today. But listen to me. Go build a relationship with your creator, because when you build a relationship with your creator, there's not a devil in hell that can shake you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It gets hard. Life gets tough, and it gets tough quick. And when you have nothing to pour into, or nothing to pour into you as far as your creator, God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, all the stuff that I believe in, you're easily shaken, right? Anything can come and disrupt your day. Anything can come and disrupt your world. But when you have God and you believe in his word and you're following his word, you can say, look, God, you said, you said, okay? So, and when you are that comfortable in God and you have built that relationship with God, your life will be so much beautiful. I promise you, y'all, I have no sad days. I have none. I don't care what I go through. I have no sad days. My life is so peaceful. It's not been like this for a very long time. So I want you to have this peace. I want you to be at peace. Like, at least if you do nothing but wake up, be at peace, right? We walk around so chaotic, but I absolutely love you. So go build a relationship with your creator. All right, we're going to give a shout out to our Instagram people in the comments. We got London McQueen Image Studios join. Make sure you go join the YouTube channel now. We got, Pavel Babu too. I like it. He be there every day. Look at Pavel. He's like consistent. He probably wants some services from me, but he might get it because he's consistent. I love consistent people. I don't like flaky people. All right. JJ Events Design joint. Awesome. JJ Events. Welcome. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for taking the time. And my lady here, Miss Afasa Akita. Okay, again, I'm international. Look at God. So have a good day. I will see you tomorrow. And let's see what we're gonna leave you with. Go order your book today. Like, if you really, really want to work with me and you want to know, Elisa, how can I give you services? Go order my book. You don't even know what I do, right? Go order my book. Okay. All right, family, I need for you to order your book, right? We're going to make the call to get the client. This is the book on how to create 7 figures in your business, right? So it's make the call to get the client. Make sure you have ordered your book or you're ordering your book, right? You don't want to miss the tips in this book. You find out so much stuff to help you take your business to the next level. So click the link at the bottom. Let's make this call. Let's get to this bag, y'all.